in the state. All right, now viewers are moving on to more developments coming to light from West Asia. Saudi's Aramco CEO has now released a statement saying there would be catastrophic consequences. In fact, heading out to that's the statement that has come in. Aramco CEO now says it may face drastic consequences. Now remember, Aramco has in fact come under repeated attacks from Iranian drones, and now the CEO himself has come out to release a statement saying that there could be major consequences for the world's oil markets. The longer the disruption goes on, and the more the drastic the consequences in fact will become for the global economy. Now viewers, ever since the war started in West Asia, we have been looking at repercussions on the global economy, the oil economy specifically, and now Aramco CEO also warning the world of major and drastic consequences if the war continues to drag on. He says there will be some major repercussions for the global economy if the war continues to drag on. That's the latest statement being made by the Aramco CEO. Remember, Aramco refinery in Saudi Arabia has come under repeated attacks. It's one of the major oil giants of the region. It had to, in fact, shut down its operation on temporary basis due to Iranian drone attacks. All right, my colleague Gesu now joins me in more details. Gesu, we've got a warning coming in from Aramco CEO clearly saying that if the war drags on, there will be major consequences on the global economy.
That's not the only thing that he said. In fact, the most important thing that he's pointed out is that this will have catastrophic effects, yes, on the global oil markets. He's also said that a contingency plan is in place and the east-west corridor is being used full throttle to now meet customer demands and supply demands across the globe. Now remember, Aramco, Bapco, one of the biggest oil suppliers across the globe, have been hit in multiple missile raids. Now also, Amin Nasir, the CEO of Aramco, has said that this is the lowest that the oil inventory with the company has been in the last 5 years, and that in itself is enough to remind you of the impact that this war has on energy infrastructure, on oil supply routes across the globe. Now also remember, he said that the price surge will be unimaginable if this continues and if the war does not come to a standstill or at least a short de-escalation. Now this also comes as various other oil refineries across the Gulf region continue to remain under attack. Now very interestingly, Ishita, West Asia has been in war before also, but energy infrastructure, oil supply routes were never touched. This war has changed that completely. It's in fact flipped that narrative straight onto its face, with oil refineries and energy infrastructure now being at the middle of the violence of this entire war, in fact. Ishita.
Right, of course, Kesu, we're already looking at major repercussions being felt across the world. We're looking at repercussions on global economy, and now he's also, pointed out some sectors. He says aviation, agriculture, these are the sectors that will be bearing the brunt of this energy crisis.
Exactly, and Ishita, you'd be surprised to know that he had earlier given out a statement saying that the company is performing really well. The demands have in fact increased for global supply of oil and petroleum and gas, and he said that 2026 could be a table-turning year for the company when it comes to its stocks, when it comes to the oil prices, the oil supply markets. And however, that has actually that narrative has fallen face flat. That hope that their markets were aiming at has fallen face flat, with the Gulf now being at war. In fact, he's also said that, of course, aviation that relies heavily on oil and gas supply, not just that, home cooking also. We're looking at the Indian government now, putting in place the Commodities Act from 1955 to actually fulfill the demands for liquefied petroleum gas. So something as basic as home cooking gas is also dependent on these global supply routes, and everything comes to a standstill. Not just the aviation ministry that will stall all travel, but also major industries will see a complete fall down because of the oil surge, not just in the prices, but also the fall in supply, as the supplies themselves take one of the biggest hit of this entire war that's ongoing in West Asia. Ishita.
Right, of course, Gesu, we're looking at domino effect now being visible across essential sectors because of this crisis erupting from West Asia. Thank you so much for joining us.